RIKHARD. We're underway straight away. No wait needed, Ryan Pessoa. RIKHARD, when you look at the groups, was quite fortunate to go through.
Agreed.
He got 4 points.
Yep.
In every other of the 8 groups, 4 points doesn't get you through. He went through with goal difference in the final game. If you look at this match on paper, there is one clear favourite, and that's Matthias Bonanno. Can RIKHARD perform above what he showed us last weekend and knock out one of the favourites in Bonanno?
He's going to have to perform at a level that, again, we didn't really see throughout the group stage. I think it will be fair to say, for his perspective as well, playing below par, but he'd done enough. The point was just to get to this stage, and he's put himself in the conversation to make the finals of the eCHAMPIONS League. But as we said, he has to play a perfect game against Matthias.
Matthias, 9 points in his group. He only suffered 1 defeat, and that was a 6-2 loss to the hands of Emre Yilmaz. This is RIKHARD coming forward, dinks it down for Mbappe, and it's a really, really smart goal from the Portuguese champ. Incredibly
well worked goal there, mechanically as well, with the player locks to the back post. Didier Drogba wasn't even on the screen here as the highlight rolls in. The edge of the box, we always talk about the area plus dominance. The knock down there is the key aspect of that goal.
The reason he drove all the way to the byline as well, Mbappe was always on onside.
Yep.
Bonanno pushed over with his defense.
It pushes your opponent's defensive line back. Unless they offside trap manually, you're going to find those type of situations, always.
Serie A champion in Danny Pitbull. FC Lorient are loving life here in London.
Yeah, they really are. Audacious ball over the top. Never going to win that there. Vardio aerially dominant over Cafu.
See Pedri taking all that space up. Fires the ball into Drogba. He looks for Mbappe. Vincent Kompany and Gvardiol just do enough between them to clear the lines for RIKHARD. From Danny Pitbull, clearly not happy what he's seen in the opening 10 minutes, trailing 2-0.
Great start there from Fuma. RIKHARD could have had another chance there for the bounce fell his way there with Mbappe. Could have found himself in on goal.
We should have.
I think for Matthias throughout this year, I think it's fair to say, Richard, we've seen the best and the worst.
Yeah.
We've seen him in the Premier League, fantastic as well. The FC Pro Open earlier on this season,
rock bottom.
It wasn't the best performance, but
you saw a variation of the play lock as well there. He play locked the pass and then had already switched on to Mbappe when he wanted the ball. Toni Kroos getting back doing his defensive work. As you can see, 3 playstyle pluses there for Toni Kroos as well. Look to be anticipate plus. Alongside pinged and long ball pass, or pinged pass, has been added to the repertoire.
Yep, that's key there. Pinged pass is so useful when recycling.
Balls of the day right now.
You love a power shot as well.
I love a power shot. You're asking questions of a company. Throw your weight about, Vincent. But Didier Drogba, the power shot, green timed from Fuma. Absolutely flying at the moment. Bonanno has struggled in the opening 18 minutes. RIKHARD's played well, got that goal from the player look at the byline, and has defended pretty solidly as well so far.
Absolutely, it's been a promising start from RIKHARD. Look at the overlap there from Cafu all the way at the back post. He isn't going to play it though, he's going to play it over the top to Didier Drogba. This is it, tiki-taka, the first time ball into Mbappe. Xavi Simons we haven't seen at all in any other squad.
Cafu now dinked out wide. This is where he can be dangerous, and he's pulled Gvardiol a long way out there alongside Pedri. He knew that he had to win the ball back in that area. Drogba making that running behind, now offside, and just going to recycle the possession here is Bonanno. Between 2 powerhouses of the eCHAMPIONS League, Danny Pitbull and Fuma.
Tried to play that reverse pass there, Matthias. It was a smart ball, of course, didn't work out in that situation. Situation where he's either up by 3 or down by 3, and then the scoreline reverses. I don't know what it is, but it's every single time. But back to this game, the main featured game. RIKHARD, player locked into R9.
Seeing Xavi Simons in the attacking third of the pitch, scooped back out wide from RIKHARD. He's trying to exploit the space, and Drogba now whipped in, but that's always going to be easy for Donnarumma. Interesting time for a pause. 20 minutes in, I suppose. If you can see that something's not going well, or your coach wants you to pause the game, you're gonna listen to the advice.
Yeah, absolutely no harm in
getting to the round of 16. that game feels like it should be a quarter-final.
Yeah.
When you just look at it on paper, I mean, it was poor results from Fuma which put him in this position. He lost 6-5 versus Manu Bichon and lost 6-2 versus Thomas Oem. Danny Pitbull, on the other hand, suffering 2 defeats to PH
He's
Sin.
in. He's gone.
And Mark Bonanno, big chance. Has to do better.
Yeah, it's good keeper movement. I'm going to give credit to RIKHARD because obviously when you're defending in that situation, you're moving the left centre back, on the right side of the goal, if that makes sense. So you know you have to move the goalkeeper the other way. You're kind of just relying on the defender to do his job and block the shot, or the keeper moving in the right direction, and it worked perfectly for RIKHARD.
Fuma and Danny Pitbull played last year, qualifier number 2.
Yep.
It was Fuma with a 4-3 victory. I think we're going to see more goals than 7 this time around.
Yep.
We've already had 6, we're not even at half time yet. The story emerging here is Bonanno going to be 10 minutes away from half time, trailing 1-0. There's still a lot of FC left to play, and RIKHARD's not really done much after going 1-0 up, Ryan. Do you think it looks like he didn't expect to be in this position?
It's difficult to say, but I feel as if in that situation we just saw when he gave possession away with Xavi Simons, it's sort of a way where he's playing in a certain way to build up, and if Matthias can track that, good defending. But if Matthias can track that, of course, it nullifies RIKHARD building up a lot. He has to be sort of unpredictable.
Bonanno not able to get it ticking yet in the final third. That's good pressure back from Mbappe, and a chance here for the Man City man to force an equaliser. R9, extra pass to Mbappe, shot across the keeper. Good defending, player locked back into Mbappe, and another chance for Bonanno will come.
Very unlucky.
RIKHARD's,
it's resilient.
yeah,
the way he's defending
solid at the back.
100%. He's not dragging players out of position. Even if you saw there briefly, Company was being dragged to the left side of the pitch for the loose ball, but he switched over to Vardio knowing that that's his left back. He needs to make sure his left back and centre back are in the right positions. Mbappe in behind.
Squares it. R9, 2-0. RIKHARD upsetting the apple cart. He scored right at the start of the half, and he's gone 2-0 up just before half-time.
Wow, the person we'll question is Xavi Simons with a great ball in behind for Matthias Bonanno to try and get a goal back before half-time, which would be perfect for him.
Yeah, there certainly is.
I'll be honest, Rich, right?
He's not played well so far.
He hasn't at all, but my prediction before this game, I thought it'd be a Matthias whitewash. I'll be completely honest. I just didn't see...
the scoreline?
We will not talk about it. Let's just say the scoreline can't happen right now. Matthias in behind. Last minute of added time, or 1 minute of added time, sorry, in the first half. Playing it into R9, can't get the shot off goal. Again, great defending from RIKHARD, getting bodies in the right position.
One final chance of this half is going to fall RIKHARD's way. It's Drogba. Playing into R9, player locks back, Donnarumma smothers it. And Bonanno is happy to go into half-time, only trailing by 2-0. An upset is starting to emerge here.
So it was not like that big of a shock, but still, based on name, you expect Bonanno to do well. And here's a 3-0.
Wait. Oh my God, it's live.
It is live, Ryan, and it's 3-0 up. It's RIKHARD. Incredible.
Great goal.
That is stunning there. Straight from half-time. A little dig ball into Drogba.
4-3 up.
4-3 up. Manu, you played against Fuma in the group stage. What was your thought process going through that? How do you rate Fuma?
Well, before the game, I knew it was going to be very tough because I know his style of play is very direct, very quick on the counter-attack. And but I went 3-0 up quick, but I still knew it was not over. And then I immediately conceded after that. But still, no problem in my head. And then I must say I conceded 2 very similar goals in terms of the way of giving it away, like losing the ball in important places. And here's Bonanno.
Oh, that's too much power.
Tell you what,
it's unlike him.
The way that this game's starting to pan out, RIKHARD will be thinking 60 minutes, 70 minutes, and then you can start to look towards the end of the game. You just got to break it down into stages, especially with 9-minute halves. You can't look too far ahead. However, I'm trying to recall a Bonanno shot on target.
Well, that should have been one.
Yeah,
should have been.
Put too much power in it. Put way too much power in that.
But I think in 9-minute halves, you can't stop thinking about scoring yourself, because if you're trying to relax, then stuff like this is going to happen. Good keeper.
RIKHARD and Bonanno. Count Matthias out at your peril. Drogba with the header at the back post.
That's what he needed.
Yep.
That's quite dangerous, because when he starts 3-2 right now, this was the goal. Play lock, identical goal, really.
I've seen good use of the player lock in this game, particularly both from RIKHARD and both from Bonanno. Experience.
This is what you might have missed. Bonanno, McGeady cancel, green timed.
I feel like he outpoured his emotion now.
Both in defeat and in wins,
yeah.
I'd say.
Drogba wins the header,
to cut the lane there. That was important, very important. He's grown into this game now. You see the space in behind. RIKHARD just look, there's so much space in this second half.
Just look for the cutback. It's R9. It's extra pass to Sule.
Winner of this game plays against Levy as well.
Yeah, what a game that's going to be.
Yeah.
Switch of play. It's all Man City. It's all Bonanno right now. Mbappe to the byline, taking the space, cuts it back! Never count out Bonanno.
From what we can see, we can even look at RIKHARD from our perspective now, head in his hands. He knows that could be a pivotal goal in this game. The switch, the knockdown there into Mbappe, just slowly getting towards the byline, trying to find the perfect pass.
Byline, and RIKHARD looks devastated right now.
I think you're a real big factor, because Bonanno literally played on.
So Mbappe will win the header. Modric now into Toni Kroos, threading the ball back to R9. Mbappe!
Wow.
RIKHARD, he looks out of this game.
Yeah, that's big, not just, of course, for the dynamics of the game to equalise, but I think the mental approach here. You can see the build-up again. Driven pass into R9, turn, and the extra pass here into... Sometimes you're already thinking ahead of the...
He kind of had the opportunity to speed up the game with that driven pass, because it's so fast now with Toni Kroos. And in the end, ultimately, he got the goal for it.
I think, again, we talked about it last week, having just the confidence in the players on the pitch to be able to execute what you want from them. Well, we'll go through 6-4. Commiserations to Fuma.
What's going on? He's giving it straight back.
It is carnage at the eCHAMPIONS League here. Both players giving the ball away in the middle of the pitch. Bonanno now with an air of confidence flows over him. Potentially can see a winning goal in his future. Cafu into Modric. Mbappe taking the space that's offered. Ousmane Dembele has won it back. What's happening?
Oh my God!
He's won the player lock header, and that will do us.
What have I just seen?
What?
I was about to say, like, as long as Bonanno doesn't pass it into a CPU, because no way RIKHARD was gonna intercept that manually. No way he was gonna intercept any like dribble or pass manually.
Ekman's getting ready to play his next game. He's watching our game.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh my goodness.
I just think he didn't have the confidence in Dembele.
No, he didn't. And the space was there, though.
Green, it was a goal for sure.
He knows.
He knows.
Oh.
Didn't happen. Yeah. Game. You thought Bonanno was going to go up, RIKHARD went up. You thought the game was done at 3-0, Bonanno comes back. Then you think 4-3, game is done, RIKHARD scores again. It's just...
How would you recompose yourself in this position?
Hold on.
R9, red timed.
If I'm Bonanno?
Yes. When you've just had a chance to win it.
I think I would say to myself, okay, he's not feeling comfortable. If I just keep passing, if I just keep making the good basic decisions, I'll get my chances, and yeah, in the end I'll win. Doesn't matter how I'm gonna win, just matters to take the win.
Cafu here getting forward for RIKHARD. Player locked into R9, but that's a horrific touch.
Yeah, you can sense the nerves though from RIKHARD. If you watch the first, let's say 30 minutes of the game, the way he was building up, he was comfortable in possession. It just feels nervy. Like you can sense it. I'm sure Manu and Eddie will be sensing that as well, which is why they'll keep on prodding, keep on going forward.
Just taking that space. Lizarazu coming on. 8 minutes time, give or take. A little bit scrappy. Mbappe gives the ball away. Ousmane Dembele back into Mbappe now. And Bonanno has a chance out of that error from RIKHARD at the back. Not rushing it, going forward. Kroos, R9, extra pass to Ousmane Dembele. What a tackle.
Challenge. Wow.
That's why we talked about at the start of the day, Ryan.
No, your stuff, Richard.
Some say. this knockout phase. Back to our featured game here. RIKHARD versus Bonanno. It's hoisted up for Drogba, but Soulé just getting in the way and getting that 6'5" frame in front of Didier Drogba.
He's in. He's onside.
It's onside. Ousmane Dembele is in on goal for Bonanno.
It's a heavy
touch. It's a scramble.
Oh my God.
He's just about stuck it in the back of the net.
He kept him on side with Cafu.
Yep. Thought the keeper was just about to get there. Does enough to keep possession.
I'm interested to see how RIKHARD will react to this. If he still has the belief to score another one. Because, of course, it's really hard for him mentally now, playing against a player defensively as good as Bonanno, to still have that belief. But really interested to see.
As we approach half-time, it's only one additional minute for RIKHARD to get back into this game and, more importantly, regain his composure. That's great work from Cafu. His fault at the goal, however, he's looking to atone for his errors. Mbappe into Cruz, fired into Pedri. He'll get a corner, which could be a big chance. And maybe should be a big chance. Short, player locked into the box. Drogba, Donnarumma does well. I want to ask you, Manu, because you know Levy very well. Stage, RIKHARD 4-5. Real Yeti with a quick question before the action really picks up. How do you get your head back up after losing 3 quick goals?
Well, I did it last week because I was 3-0 up, and then my opponent Fuma equalized to 3-3. But you have to recognize your errors and try to avoid them and still have the belief that you're going to score yourself.
RIKHARD, player locked to the back post, he faked it and now recycles to Ousmane Dembele. Modric looking for the first time pass, but Bonanno will be happy to defend that all day long with plenty of orange shirts in the way, Ryan.
Yeah, exactly. Again, similar to something that I mentioned earlier on, it feels as if RIKHARD has an attack mapped out in his head, regardless of sort of adapting to the way Matthias is defending. He's sort of playing
the patterns that he wants to play regardless.
I think Matti also clocked onto that.
Yeah,
and
yeah, exactly. That's what helped him a lot.
Way less trouble defensively.
Lovely switch of play there from Bonanno. And the time is slowly ticking away for RIKHARD if he wants to try and force something out of this game. He needs a goal right about now. Bonanno looking to make it 6. Modric into Cruz. Now Ousmane Dembele, couple of step overs, it's green! And it's perfect from Bonanno. What a comeback, Manu.
Incredible mentality from Matthias to still believe after going 3-0 down. I think even after 3-0, he didn't even immediately have like a response. Normally you have maybe a kickoff, you immediately score.
Yeah.
He was still struggling, hit the post, but still kept his head up. And
I think he was down by 3. Again, spoke about seeing the best and the worst of Matthias in a lot of stages. I just feel as if it's obviously difficult to say, but he just started very tentative. Felt maybe nerves or it impacting his performance a lot.
One thing though, tomorrow he won't be able to do that.
Yeah, against Levy, because you go 3-0 down against somebody like Levy, I'll be honest.
It'll be 7.
Yeah.
If you're not playing well, Levy will keep piling on that pressure. There's also just been a couple of mistakes from RIKHARD that Levy's not going to give you.
These moments, Manny, do you change formation? Do you change anything in game? You're keeping a 2-goal lead, 5 minutes or so left to play. What do you do?
Most times I switch formation, to a bit more of a defensive formation to give me more structure, a bit more of a wide formation to give me more options in the wing. Because if I lose the ball there, that's not really big of a problem. So,
chance here for Bonanno to wrap this game up. Just holding the possession, no real urgency for Bonanno.
This is what you do against constant press. Asking.
Yeah, he's a live example. Not that.
Not that.
Chance for RIKHARD to come forward. It's an offside trap, but Drogba's just going to get round the back. If he greens it across the goal, it's probably going to hit the back of the net. However, Donnarumma equal to the power shot.
He needs to score this corner to still have a chance.
Any sort of question, but I still think it's a little bit too late. Even if he scores from here.
Whipped in, Drogba wins the header. What a save! I've got to see this for a second time.
Just straight off the keeper's head. Oh.
I would be fuming if that happened to me.
Yeah, sometimes it's just not your day, Rickard.
I'm asking the admin. Admin, can we have a look at that, please? Yeah, a great performance from the Juventus Desire player. He will go on to place Encante for a chance at the eChampions League finals tomorrow. Bonanno in the final stages against RIKHARD. However, it is just too little too late for the Portuguese league champion. A valiant performance from Bonanno will see him through. There's a lot of work still to do for Matthias Bonanno. However, he will progress into the next round with a fantastic performance.
He looks relieved.
I think that is it. I think sometimes in these games when you win, it's more so the relief rather than the excitement of advancing to the next stage, because he knows that was a game on paper